Hi, I'm Blaine Weyland, and of course, every week on Access 7 we have Locker Talk. And just to get things rolling a little bit, I'm going to have a little demonstration of what to expect this week. And joining me this week are my guests are Calder Neufeld and Olson. And of course, through the show, we're going to talk about the Estevan Bruins. The season's coming up, but let's change gears a little bit. Let's talk baseball because that's something you two got a little bit of connection with. I'm going to start with Calder because I got to admit I was a little bit surprised. I didn't know that you were playing with the Estevan Tarwals this year until I think my message one day said Calder Neufeld and another pitcher combined on no-hitter when the score was like, I don't know, it was like 5-2 or something. It was like one of those things at 5 o'clock in the morning. I had to play back 3 times because it didn't make sense at first, but I guess you guys must have walked a lot of batters, hit some money, and made a lot of errors. But what was that like for you playing baseball this season here in Estevan?
It was really fun. I stayed after the hockey season to work, and a guy phoned me up and said, "Hey, do you want to play baseball?" So I showed up to practice. I've played baseball my whole life, so I was looking for something to do in my spare time, and showed up. And I guess it was a really fun season. It was pretty competitive, so that was nice. It was nice to have something to do, after hours of work. And yeah, a good group of guys. I met a lot of friends, a lot of guys I talk to now. So it was really good for me in the summer.
So what did you all play? I know you played catcher. And obviously pitcher. What other positions did you play?
I started out playing shortstop, and then the guys said that we were pretty short on pitchers, and I made the wrong decision of piping up and saying that I used to pitch. So they threw me on the mound one night, and I ended up pitching like 5 games, and I pitched 3 complete games this year and won 5 in the 3rd inning or something. So my arm was pretty sore all season, but I played shortstop, pitcher, and catcher mostly this year.
And Colson, now you kind of got a big background in baseball. It's not only yourself, but your family as well got a background in baseball. Is that right?
Yeah, my brother plays first base at Minot State University.
And then I guess what position do you all play?
A bit of center field, a bit of shortstop, and a bit of second base.
And just talk about the teams you play with, and go back to last season too, because you were part of a successful team last summer as well.
Yeah, well, in the summer I play with Delrain Royals, senior team. It's not that high baseball. It's kind of senior AA. And then I play with the Reston Rockets of the MSBL. It's senior AAA. It's the highest senior league in Manitoba. And last year we won the league, so we got to go to Prince George to Nationals this year.
Is the best thing for you guys playing baseball? It's kind of like it keeps the competitive juices flowing in the summertime when the hockey season's over, because sometimes you just need that juice to really feed off of during the summer months.
Yeah, it's always nice to play something competitive. I mean, obviously being a hockey guy, a pretty competitive person, so being able to play baseball all summer was a real nice change.
Yeah, it's nice to stay busy once hockey's over.
I really shouldn't say juice and feed in baseball. Might get into steroid talk there, but I got to talk to you, Ole, because I know last year me, you, and Smitty had a lot of talk about the Blue Jays, and I think we were expected a lot this year. I think we went through all the guys they should have signed, and I remember in May when they hit a little bit of faulty, a little hit of a dry patch there. I go to you, I'm like, and they're losing pitchers, and I'm like, okay, Ole, something's wrong with the Blue Jays, and your response was, don't worry, they'll be fine. I just want to know, when the heck are they going to be fine?
The injuries caught up to them. That's all I can say.
You think it's frustrating as a Blue Jay fan right now, or do you think this is kind of what they, obviously not the injuries, but the fact that they kind of finished out the postseason, or would you say it's even more frustrating because look at Boston? This seems like this was a year. As you look at Baltimore, a team that came out of nowhere to make it a charge at the end. Do you think it's frustrating for a Jays fan right now, watching the Orioles challenge the Yankees while they're still, in the same spot as they were?
Yeah, it's definitely frustrating having been ahead of the Orioles for so many years, and then Boston finally has a down year, and the Orioles are all of a sudden good. But I don't know. I think the Jays have a bright future. They got a lot of young guys coming up, so I think they should be all right.
Do you guys got favorite baseball players at all?
I don't know. I like Alex Rodriguez. He's pretty good.
I'm not real sure who my favorite would be. I used to like Evan Longoria, but I don't know. Anyone on the Jays, I'm a big fan of right now.
What about Ricky Vaughn? Wild Thing. I'm not going to lie, I can memorize that. I could recite that movie to you, but unfortunately we don't got 120 minutes. All right, guys, looking forward to Locker Talk this week. And I'm Blaine Weyland from Estevan.